everybody? Poppin John here, learntobust.com, breaking all kinds of stuff down for you. I'm here in El Paso, Texas, at this local graffiti wall. It's one of my favorite places to get down. And yeah, I'm gonna jump into this lesson. And a lot of people play with this subject, but don't know the whole picture about it. Okay? I have a lesson called fixed point, and fixed point is a miming technique. Okay? But I have never broken down what I know about miming. Okay? And the only reason I know how to do fixed point is because I used to play with miming. Okay? And miming basically is you're creating this wall in front of you. Okay? You're creating this wall and you're given an illusion. And this is one of the main things that my whole style is based around, is the illusion that miming adds to popping. Okay? All of my waves, all of my fixed point stuff all came from me just playing with miming techniques. Okay? And this is where your imagination actually goes wild, and you can come up with subjects where you don't have to worry about the technique of what you're doing, of the illusion that you're trying to show. Because the more you drill miming, or the more you play with it, it's a game. I mean, for me, it's not really a dance. It can be a dance, like you can, match it to the music and all that stuff. But miming is a game. I mean, it's supposed to be fun and funny. So when I first started popping, a lot of times I would throw mime in there just for fun. Okay? So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys some of the miming subjects that I started with and what they evolved into with my more advanced popping style. Okay? And a lot of this stuff was covered in the fixed point lesson, but I want to break down miming and explain to you guys how important it is to create these illusions. Okay? So basically what we're doing here is I really use my imagination and I visualize the objects and the things in front of me. Okay? And one of those, the main point is a wall. And I never really practiced on a real wall, but I really focused on one. These are the things that I really focused on. One, when I put my hand on this imaginary wall, my hand is flat. A lot of people have trouble with this, okay? And I really focused on keeping my hand flat like I was touching a real wall, okay? And when I come off of the wall, I don't come off of it like this, because if my hand's completely flat, I want to come off of it like there's nothing making my hand flat anymore, like this. Boom, okay? Boom, 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 boom. See how I kind of like bend my fingers to where it doesn't, it gives the illusion that my hand actually came off of something and it's not forcing my hand to go flat anymore. Okay? So what we're doing here is I really want to focus. I don't want to have my thumbs like this or my hands in weird positions. I actually want to really focus on my hand being flat. Okay? So I'm like this here. Flat, 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 flat. See how I'm coming off of it like this? Flat, flat. I almost like do a wave with my fingers and go flat. And then come off, wave with my fingers, flat, 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 flat. Okay? This is a game that I started to play with that helped me with my dime stops with my arms, because you're actually, boom, dime stopping your arms, because you're giving the illusion that you're actually touching something. Okay? So first, you want to just go from side to side. Boom, boom, boom. See, hands crossed. Okay, I really want to stress that I'm trying to keep my hands completely flat. Boom, boom, okay? And sometimes you're gonna have to move your body back, because these positions here are a little bit hard to keep your hand that flat, okay? Unless you have really flexible wrists, and you don't want them to be, you know, it's like I actually have to like really flex. So this is where you're gonna find, you know, ways to the range of motion that you have that's easy, and the range of motion that you have that's a little bit more difficult, okay? But these are really important for learning fixed point techniques, okay? Because basically what I'm doing here is I'm fixing a point right here. If I get a little bit more advanced on a miming tip, I can keep my hand here and walk, okay? So I keep my hand here on the wall and I walk. So that basically, that's the foundation for fixed point. Okay, you can take fixed point into, I mean, I have tons of lessons that break down showing an illusion, showing some space, fixing something in the air that's not there, that's giving that illusion. Boom, it's a wall, it's a pole, it's a pipe, okay? It's a ball, it's a whatever. Okay, these are illusions that have to do all with this mime foundation, okay? So what we're doing here is playing with just this wall, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix these points and move around them. See, I'm going down, I'm going up, okay? And you really wanna pay attention to the detail of where your hand is in comparison to your body. Because if I do this, I lose the illusion. You know, I have to really figure out how high I'm gonna be able to go up, and that's how low I need to bring my hand down, okay? So same thing with all of these subjects, all right? Boom, boom, and I'm just that's how I really learned the first ones was right here. Boom, 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 just right in front of me, like just finding different places to put my hands, keeping my hands flat, and just changing hand, cross over, cross. I mean, so I just played with those first, like right in front of me. My range of motion in this box. I mean, just a wall right in front of me. Okay? And then I started to get to where I wanted to travel. Okay? Boom, I put my hand here and I come up to it. Okay? And I really want to focus, you really want to focus on the illusion that you're showing and the range of motion that you have. Okay? If I'm here, I want to move at the same speed. I want to move my arm the same speed as I'm walking. If I go like this, you know, it's like I lose the illusion. So really focus on this mime. I mean, it can be corny, but the techniques that you learn from it are amazing, and they can make your dance from pretty good to awesome eye candy. Okay, it's like if you add these techniques into all of your styles, into tutting, into waving, into robot, into, I mean, I use this stuff in almost everything that I do. I mean, honestly, okay? And I think that's one thing that I've really fell in love with, was the illusions that I could show by using these techniques. Using fixed point, and the reason I learned fixed point was from playing with miming when I first started popping. Okay, you know, I wouldn't go too far with it. I mean, when I was learning, I didn't like have full sets of mime stuff, but you can show different forces. Like there's people that hold newspaper. You know, you take the newspaper here and you walk to the newspaper. Okay, like the newspaper is the fixed point. Steering wheels. Think about a car. Think about driving. I mean, there's tons of things you can do with miming. You know, like you're holding on to something and it pulls you, okay? It's like a comedy type feel to it, but it really helps by letting your imagination go, and the technique kind of just follows. If you throw that subject like 100% and really visualize that that's what's going on. Like I'm holding onto a rope and somebody yanks the rope, whoop, you know, it's like, that's almost exactly what would happen if I was holding onto a rope with my body. My shoulder would go, and that would pull the rest of my body, and I would have to stumble and catch my balance. Okay, so you really have to visualize what would happen in that type of situation, and And open doors, it really helps you visualize the subject that you want to show and the illusion that you want to put there. Okay, so this is like the basic thing that I started with was just this wall right in front of me, and I want you guys to really dive into it and visualize it, and that will really help with you creating space with your waving, your fixed point stuff, any type of pole stuff, or if you're holding onto a board, or if you're trying to show fixed point with your tuts, you know, doing things like this, doing things like fixing the top of your hand or fixing your elbow, you know, fixing all kinds of different stuff. I mean, the foundation of this is this wall right here. Boom, boom, boom. And moving your body around it. Boom. Okay? It really, really helps. And different footwork that you can add into it. If I have this, I can shuffle my footwork this way, or I can glide, I can take steps, I can walk out, I can do all kinds of stuff. You can change. I like to add this this like fixed point mime technique in my twisto flexes. Boom, boom, boom. I fix this here, and I just bring my whole body around. Okay? So it's like all of this stuff goes into. This is all mime. Okay? It's like those are all miming techniques. Okay? So fixed point is what I learned. Fixed point is what I came up with from miming. Okay? And I just added that subject into all of my dance. Okay? And it's really important. So I want you guys to play with it. I want you guys to like goof around. You know, and you can dance with miming. I mean, for me, that's not the subject. I'm not going to go into a popping battle and go, I'm a mime. You know, this is more of for me, this is more of an exercise. Okay, it's an exercise to learn the techniques from miming and throw them into different styles of your popping that will show that type of illusion, because some of the illusions are amazing. You know what I mean? From miming. Even just the wall is dope. You know what I mean? So you can play with it. You can throw it in the trash, whatever you want to do. But it's really important to learn these fixed point techniques to throw into your dance. Okay? You guys have seen a lot of my lessons where I talked about fixed point and creating an illusion and creating space. And this is where it all started, was with miming. Okay? So really focus on the illusion that you want to show and the range of motion that you have, and the biggest point is keeping your hands flat, because that's the subject. I mean, if I put my hand on this wall, it doesn't do this, I don't have a pinky out, I don't have whatever, my hand goes flat. Okay, put your hand on a wall and see what it looks like here when you pull it off. Okay, I have my pinky back, because automatically your hand wants to bring your thumb forward and your pinky forward, because that's how we're set up, you know, for grabbing stuff. Okay, so you have to really like put those back and like almost put the pad of your hand forward, your palm. You know what I mean? Like really try to flatten that out. And everybody's hands are built differently, but you want to do that as much as possible. Like try to make it as flat as possible. Okay, so that's something that I really just played with when I was learning when I was younger, and it developed into a lot of these fixed point techniques that I use in all of my stuff. So please play with it, make it a game, play with your friends that way. I mean, even if you're just goofing around, like making fun of it, your body is going to learn that muscle memory and take those fixed point techniques. And then when you want to throw into other stuff, you don't have to think about where your hand goes. If I grab something here, I'm not looking at my hand. I know how it feels to bring it back here. Okay, so it's like, you don't have to really I don't have to think, oh, that's where it is, you know, and I know how to do it now because of all this crap that I did. Boom, boom, put your hand on the wall and walk to it. You know, it's like, it really helps with all these different styles. And a lot of people overlook it. You know, they think it's corny and whatever. But the techniques that you get from it are amazing. Alright? So, learntobust.com, Poppin John here, breaking down all kinds of secrets for you guys. Alright, Soulbotics crew in the house. Thank you guys. God bless. Peace.